As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the USF Bulls and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
All right, Holly. From deep, it's Branch. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Defense showing blitz here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
And the Bulls are flying down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Isaac. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Looking left. Hauls it in. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Pulls it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Hits inside, it's Collins. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. 2nd down to the air. Right side, it's Sullivan. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Out wide left, it's Odom. Makes the grab and room to run. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love the start for this quarterback. Like last week, it wasn't his greatest outing. Like, let's put it this way. It wasn't real good at all. He's already surpassed his passing output in this game. So he's completely flipped the script. Nice bounce back already to start this game, too.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Selden. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Hits the hole. It's Bernard. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Caught. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Caught. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. You think the head coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just got rid of that one.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but you got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going for it all. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Looking for space. It's Isaac. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Racing down the left side. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Isaac. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Sullivan. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Look out! And they got it.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Stepping to the right. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep. They break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Out wide right, it's Henry. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
With the catch, it's Johnson.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Turns it upfield. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Here comes the heat. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Trying to get behind the defense. Upstairs, he's got it. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulls!
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for room, it's Bernard. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the #1 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Sooners in a heavyweight battle against a fellow top 5 team, and this one is as tight as can be. It's early still, but so far this one has absolutely lived up to the hype. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Trying to establish the run. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call might have knocked them out of field goal range for the moment. It's now 2nd and long. In the backfield, it's Sullivan. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right side, it's Isaac. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quick give. It's Bernard. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And here comes the offense on second down. Handoff again. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
This USF offense will open this drive right here. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Throws to the back. Out wide right, it's Isaac. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Bulls will hustle to the line.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sets his feet. It's Van Buren. Finds his man. It's Odom. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got
snags it, and there's running room. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They just keep firing. Left side is Odom.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Trying the run, it's Isaac. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulls! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Got his man. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Bernard. He's got the 1st down. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Owls with the 1st and 10. well give it to him again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Bulls use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Bernard. Makes his man miss. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarding.
To the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.